Hey guys, Jay here, and I wanted to highlight something for the sake of transparency. So, one of our members actually turned me on to this particular video where someone tried to bring me into some type of conversation or comment thread regarding a video that was made. I haven't watched the video as of right now. I don't think the video was specifically targeting me, but the comment thread was absolutely aimed at me, and so I stepped in and started to converse and debate the individuals. And I just wanted to record something because I have a feeling that it is in fact probably going to get erased. So for the sake of keeping things on record, I wanted to highlight this particular individual here, Blondie Brows. Now I'll show you the rest of the thread, so this way if you want to go through at the end of the video, you can see both my responses and this individual making their accusations. And in the basic sense of cyberbullying or defamation, there has to be something done online. There are people out there who, for some reason, think it's okay to talk badly about people and to try and hurt them or their business or create a bad reputation. They think that this is okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay to do to someone's face, and it's not okay to harass people through the internet either. So in this thread right here, you can see that this individual spends an entire thread trying to say that I'm a scam artist and my service is a scam. And the whole thread goes by, and then finally this individual, Robert Halterman, says, not that I'm doubting you, but can you share specifically what he scammed you with? Anything at all that would shed light? You can share it here, or you can send me a message via Facebook. It's like they've got a little team here of buddies. It's Alcoholics Anonymous group of bad Forex traders who have somehow blown their accounts and want to reach out and actually create some hostility against people that they haven't researched. And you can see I actually asked this individual to follow my feed, Robert Halterman, and see for himself, do some investigative reporting, because he claims in the feed to be an investigative reporter, and see for himself if my trades produce people profits. And he says he doesn't have time for that. But he does have a lot of time. I'll tell you what he does have time for. He has a lot of time to reply to my comments on this thread and to spread lies about people that have zero evidence backing them. So he finally steps in, and there's a light of intelligence, a glimpse of it. And he says, not that I doubt you, but can you share specifically what he scammed you with? And this individual, Blondie Brows, says, unfortunately, I don't have anything specific relating to him scamming anyone. So not just him, but anyone. He just has red flags all over the place, as you can tell. Complete conjecture, by the way, complete defamation. And that's why I wanted Bruce to review him. And I have no idea who this person Bruce is. I have no idea who Blondie Brows is or Robert Halterman. I really don't care, except for the fact that if someone tries to attack me and someone is trying to cyberbully and try to spread lies about my business, my service, which I take great pride in, which I spend literally all of my time making better, that they should be held accountable, okay? Just like I'm accountable for my trades and I post them on a public feed on Telegram, so this way all of the world can see them. This individual should be held accountable. So finally, I end the thread with, you're literally admitting to not having any evidence of your accusations and admitting this in writing. So this individual, not too bright, but besides that, I don't understand why he has such hostility towards me. The individuals on the Telegram feed, which I will place the link on this video have made over 400 pips for free and not one lost trade. So I'm giving people things for free, and this individual has the gall to actually try to create hostility for some reason. I don't know. But the point is and this is the most hilarious part, is that we spend an entire thread debating, okay? And then he comes to the conclusion that he should tell the truth somehow and says, unfortunately, he doesn't have anything relating to him or relating to me scamming anyone. Dude, you just roasted yourself. Not that I want to pick on this person, but like I said, in my defense, I'm totally against cyberbullying. I'm totally against bullying. And for some reason, people think that they can do this online. And so I end this thread with just saying, I've screenshot your admission. And if you continue your defamation, I will subpoena YouTube for their server history and take legal action. Consider yourself warned. Yes, not a lot of people know this, but even after you delete comments, it's still on YouTube's servers. The history is still there. So please consider that anytime you post something in writing, ladies and gentlemen, because once it's on the internet, it never disappears. I've taken the liberty to actually record the whole thread. And so now what I'd like to do is scroll through the comments of this particular thread nice and slow, so this way if any of these comments get erased, guess what? It's all recorded and people can go through it and judge for themselves how the debate was handled and exactly what these individuals are trying to say. They're basically going off complete conjecture, trying to spread lies, trying to create a false sense of some knowledge. And the person who is supposed to be the investigative reporter, Robert Halterman, admitting that he's just too lazy to actually even do investigative reporting, which I say here, you claim to investigate, but like CNN, you don't do any due diligence. And I think it's important that, if someone says that they are an investigative reporter or an analyst or whatever you claim to be, and then you admit that you just don't have time to do the very work that you're claiming to do, that's pretty funny to me. So I found that comical. But nonetheless, I'm not making this video in an effort to pick on these individuals, but I have to, as a businessman, as a person who cares about the longevity of my business, if someone comes out and attacks me, I will defend myself. And I feel that I've done this here in an efficient way. And I wanted to place this video online so that these individuals can see it, judge for themselves in full transparency, and make their own conclusion. Now, when it comes to all of these, Forex mentors out there, I understand the point that these people are trying to make. They claim to be looking out for, I don't know who, for other people that are interested in Forex. But, if other people are interested in Forex, it's really none of your business what they do. It really isn't. You can try to somehow guide them away from someone that may be scamming them, so to speak. But you know what? If anyone is giving any type of value, it doesn't really matter what you say about that person. The market will judge whether or not their value is in fact helping people. And if a person gives knowledge and, trade signals or any type of education or any type of glimpse into a world that they seem to understand a little bit better than other people, and they charge money for that, well, that's what every college in the world does. Except every college in the world is doing it with information that is completely literally put on a copy machine and copied from book to book, generation after generation. They're charging insane amounts of money for knowledge that isn't even new. So people are always going to try and say whether or not education has a return on investment, but the market will sort out what is valuable and what is not. It's the same for any market, not just foreign exchange, not just equities. The market has its way of letting the value rise to the top. The cream always rises to the top. All right. A company that gives great value will always have appreciating share price at some point. You may not be able to time it perfectly, but it will happen because people will catch on. So the market will also have its way with this particular circumstance as well. If, in fact, a service that I or anyone creates gives value, people will flock to it. People will understand that it does benefit them. And if not, they will go somewhere else where they are getting some type of value. And that's just the way it works. So I wish you guys well. Hopefully you really stick to what you say and that you are caring about other people out there who might be prospective traders. But based upon the debate that we had, it's pretty obvious that you're just angry at other people out there. And if you're going to claim to be investigative with your reporting, you should do due diligence before you make accusations. The fact that you're not puts you very much in the wrong. And the fact that you admit in the thread that you have zero evidence whatsoever literally just brings an important point to light. Do your due diligence, okay? Don't accuse people of things that are untrue. Karma will always come back to you. It will. So I wish you guys the best. And you know what? For the traders out there who actually want to win, they can go to the Telegram channel themselves. They can get the free trades. They can get the free materials that I put out there, the education, the math formulas, etc., etc. And you know what? I hope all of those things help people. I'm giving this away for free. A one-lot trader that took all of those trades on the free Telegram feed would be over $4,000 richer. Okay, so if all these people making these accusations have given that kind of value to other people, then that's an amazing thing. But we know they probably haven't. You guys have a great night, and I appreciate your time with viewing this video. Thanks, guys. Bye. So I just wanted to add to this video because it's actually pretty funny. For some reason, these individuals think that they're going to win this situation where they are completely unsubstantiated in their accusations. No, not one shred of evidence. I mean, they're just completely just hating. It's literally just hating is what it is. And so this individual, Robert, tries to say that I'm in violation of some FINRA and CFTC regulations, but I clearly state in the terms of service that all of the commentary, signaling, or services is, in fact, pure commentary and for the purposes of entertainment only. So nice try there, Robert, but that's a no. And additionally, Robert, your only red flags, he keeps saying this another red flag keeps stacking. This is such a stupid statement. The only red flags he has is from his friend Blondie, who literally just admitted in writing that they are lying. So then he goes to say that he's been defaming for 3 years. I don't know, maybe he feels that this is his calling. He got burned at some point, whatever it is. But he says that he likes exposing people like me. Once again, an accusation, a false accusation. And then I just follow with a pretty good stunner. I don't know what he's trying to expose, but literally the only thing that he has, and he's already replying, the only thing he's exposed is that the people who have been following my free Telegram feed are making excellent gains in the markets. I don't understand what he's trying to win over, but he admits in his thread that he's too lazy to even follow my Telegram to actually do any type of reporting or anything like that. So your haters truly are your biggest fans. However, they're very lazy fans. And he completely bases his investigative reporting on lies from an individual who is so unintelligent that he admitted in writing that he was lying. So that's pretty interesting. Robert, this is a pretty interesting exchange. I'd like to call it a debate, but at this point, you haven't supplied a single good point to this whole discussion. My free feed is literally just out there to help people, okay? And yet you're trying to, say something bad about it, even though it's helping tons of people, over 1,000 people. It's helping 1,000 people who care enough about what happens on the feed to actually just go out there and follow it. And I respect anyone who follows my feed, because giving your time away is a privilege to who you get it to. If you're receiving people's times, especially 1,000 people, chances are you're giving great value. So this entire exchange, Robert, in my opinion, it's over. I'm not going to spend any more time on it, but I will, in fact, post this video up to expose you as the lazy individual that you are, not willing to go out there and actually do due diligence before you accuse people of doing wrong. For you to actually egg on this individual Blondie who has no evidence, and to actually for them to actually admit that they have no evidence, which is an absolute stunner that they would actually admit it. But kudos for them for actually telling the truth for once and admitting to it. All those lies, and all of a sudden they tell the truth. That's pretty interesting. So, Robert, wish you the best, buddy. Hope that you actually do find the people out there who are fake traders, who don't provide value. And I hope that you continue with that. But you need to start doing your due diligence, okay? You don't provide any value to people if you do not due diligence and put in the investigative work, because that, my friend, is defamation, and that, my friend, will eventually get you in trouble, because there are people that actually take pride in their businesses, take pride in building a brand, take pride in helping other people. All right, other people out there who are actually lost. If your goal, Robert, is to actually help people in Forex, well, guess what? We have the same goal, because that's what I'm doing, okay? That's exactly what I'm doing. So I wish you the best, my friend. Take care. Bye. Okay, so now it seems that Robert is he's becoming a fan, Robert. He says, if you don't know, trading's a long-term venture. You continue to boast about 18 consecutive wins and short-term winners. You are a noob. Well, actually, no, Robert, you're wrong, because first of all, I've been trading over 10 years now, okay? So the definition of noob, I don't know, maybe for a 20 or 30-year veteran in finance, I'm a noob. But from the perspective of being able to master a trade, 10 years is not a noob. But to your point, you're trying to say that trading is long-term, which it is. People can have long-term capital management. People can have some very, very good winning streaks, and then some type of market volatility comes to play that was not calculated, and funds can take hits hard. Okay, we had the May 6th crash, we had the financial crisis, the 2000 .com crash. There's many instances where moves have occurred in the market that were not statistical. So to your point, you are correct. Trading is long term, but you're trying to say that because the 18 consecutive trades didn't occur over the long term, that it's not viable. It's not a good source of measuring someone's skill. But you're actually wrong, and I'll prove it to you mathematically. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I actually want to prove it so that people who want to learn about probability, which is one of the most important aspects of trading, they can actually see how difficult it is to have a winning streak like that. Now, this particular formula can work with any type of winning streak. It can work with your baseball team, it can work with a basketball team, and it can work with trading or coin flips or anything that has a statistical probability of streaks occurring, even lottery wins. Okay, so if we actually go through this, and I won't take you guys through all of the math, but you can see for yourself. You can pause this video, you can zoom in where you want, or you can go to the thread and actually see it. I'll show the title of this video at the end, so this way everybody can go and check it out, and I'll also put it in the beginning after the fact. I'm realizing that I don't think I got the video title, so you guys can actually see where this is at, this thread. But this type of math is important for traders because if you understand how difficult it is to get a winning streak, the thing you want to gravitate to instead of actually trying to win every trade is controlling the losses on any losing trades and placing as many trades as possible. Now, I did the 18-win streak as basically a documentation and challenge to myself. I wanted to see exactly how far I can go, and I'm still seeing how far I can go because we're 18 trades in. All of them won, and I'm still going. So I'm very careful as to the trades I place, obviously, because I'm trying to stretch the streak out as far as it can go. So I'm being very choosy in the trades that I do place. I'm being more picky with the whole analysis techniques that I use, and I could be more risky and place more frequent trades and still win those trades, but as you place more trades, the odds of getting consecutive wins actually decreases, no matter how good of a trader you are, because just having a position in the market puts you at risk, mathematically speaking. So here's the deal. All right, forget all of for you guys who aren't math whizzes, you can go through the math and see to yourself, but basically, he tried to say that because it wasn't long term, it's not very impressive. But I show the math where it's actually very impressive. There's over a 99% chance that a 17-win streak would not, 99.98 to be exact, would not occur in a 2-month period, which is about little less than 40 trading days. These trades occurred over. Okay, so we have to know exactly how much time is going to be given to the trader in this type of ordeal, because obviously the chances increase if a trader is allowed to trade a longer time. However, when it gets to 17 consecutive wins, if there's only 3 to 5 consecutive wins, it's a lot easier to achieve that type of win streak. Once it gets to 17 trades, though, what happens is even if a trader is allowed to trade for 10 years straight, they still have a 98% chance that it will not occur. All right, so there's still, even after 10 years of trading, speaking in terms of probability, all right, so this is the probabilistic expectation of a 17-win streak occurring. Even after 10 years, it's less than 1% of occurrence. And I got that from, trading 250 trading days, which, is just give or take. You're not really going to trade, even though Forex is open pretty much 6 days a week. You're still not going to be trading all of those days throughout the year. So normally people will put 252 trading days when calculating equities. So we just call it a flat number at 250 because it makes the math a little easier. So technically speaking, we would have 2,500 trials if we separated each day into a trial, and we would stretch that out over 10 years. Only a 1% chance of this type of streak occurring. So sorry, Robert, you can't ignore the math, buddy. When it comes to people who ignore math, they lose trades, and that doesn't surprise me that you're spending a lot of time right now trying to spread false accusations. You should be, in fact, studying probability and statistics, and that would help your trading tremendously. So I wish you the best, buddy, but pay attention to the math and study this equation. It's an awesome equation.